Well, dear devotees, we meet again happily. So, are you able to hear me? Yes. Dandavat, Dandavat, Govinda, Govinda. So, devotees are joining from Italy. Our translators, Sevakas from Italy and from Latvia. But Hari Gopal Prabhu is in London as we speak. Well done. And there's Pandita in London, and you can only guess where I am, but I'm in London too, in the Prasadam Hall. How about that? And I was told that from Italy, from Villa Govinda in Italy, that maybe not so many attending because they've just had a 3-day marathon, and Kumkum is a little down with medicine. So anyhow, I am here. I'm here to serve, and we hope we can do something good for everyone. And now I found the camera. Okay, I see where the camera is. So recording is in progress. Wonderful. So let us begin, and we'll begin with our Vandanam as we do. And we have a wonderful choice of subject for today, and we'll be addressing that choice of subject about beauty within in a short while. So together we can say Vandanam, but with the microphones off. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Pada Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatan Vitang Tang Sajivam Sarvetam Savadutam Parijana Sahitan Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakan Vitangscha Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshuran Militam Jena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Vanchakalpa Turubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Mahavaranyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gora Tvize Namaha Hare Krishna Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Garadhara Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. All right, so please everybody select your language. Portuguese interpretation on the Zoom button, or Russian interpretation, or English. So here we are together. And this week, I'm using the phone, but I'm seeing you all on the big screen. So I can see you very well on the screen opposite me here. And if I turn the camera around, okay, well, there you are. There's Pandita, and our engineer is Lavanya Moy of Latvia, who is also here in London for the 3-day London Festival, which was an automatic London Festival, we can say. It happened automatically, and we are now winding down from the festival, and the devotees have been very busy and happily busy. We were remembering how Srila Prabhupada, Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, he was saying how we are happy to be busy in Krishna's service. So it's been also here a busy weekend, actually more than a weekend, busyness. But anyhow, we've been given a wonderful topic, and that topic for this week is, I do have it. I promise. Yes. Who would believe it? And how much, who would believe it? How much beauty there is inside. Okay, well, every week we are discussing some spiritual topics. So you can definitely understand we are not talking about the biology of the body, because everybody knows from the outset, if you cut open the body, it's very ugly. So our meat side of our existence is very ugly inside, but everything we're discussing is about the feeling part of us, the living part of us. So the beauty which is within is not concerned about the beauty of the stomach and intestines and all those things, which is actually the opposite of beauty to most people at least. So we're going to read a couple of quotations, and the translators do have these in the regular link that we give you. And I'm trying to be conscious not to speak too fast so you're able to translate. And excuse when I do speak too fast. You can always slow me down with a chat in the chat box. But first of all, jais to our masters, because we know nothing without some little view from our eyes of the wonder of Krishna consciousness given by Guru. They have woken us up really from being unguided and not knowing anything in this world of right and wrong and destination. And they've opened our eyes, all of us here, they've opened our eyes to some degree so that we can understand there is something special above and that we need to follow a special path. And that speciality is beauty, sweetness, and charm. So our first quote for today is about the beauty within us as opposed to we come on to the beauty that's in Krishna, because that is incomparable. So we'll start with the beauty that's within us. And this is being expressed in Sermons of the Guardian of Devotion by Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Rakok, Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj. So to Srila Guru Maharaj ki jai, and to his inseparable, handmade, handcrafted devotee, servitor, eternal associate, Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj ki jai. So our great masters ki jai. And we are going to hear a little bit from the Sermons, Volume 1. So Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Sri Ramaraj is saying, so the environment is not bad. We are suffering from misunderstanding, Maya. Then in brackets we've got Nate Viddu Svarta Gatting Hi Vishnu. That's Sanskrit, as you know. So, and that misunderstanding that we're suffering from should be cleared. We shall try to live anywhere and everywhere, and we shall see the environment as all loving. And we shall see the environment as all loving if we have that deep vision to see who is at the basis of us all. I better go on reading lessons, hadn't I? Sorry, I'll read this sentence and I'll complete it in just a moment. All right. We shall try to live anywhere and everywhere, and we shall see the environment as all loving if we have that deep vision to see who is at the basis of all of us, if we find him. It is also mentioned in the Upanishads that in pure consciousness, one can see nectar everywhere, in the wind, in the ocean, in the plants, in the stars, everywhere. And now a classic line which would be wonderful if I could and if we all could remember forever, because Srila Guru Maharaj now says, try to recognize that your situation is full of honey, full of nectar. Okay, do you want anything else in your talk today? Just trying to see here. Okay. So try to recognize that your situation is full of honey, full of nectar. Don't try to see only the outer cover. Your vision must be deep enough to see the real position. Then you will find everything is like nectar to you. Then quoting, very short quote, Shrinvantu Vishve Amritasya Putra. The clarion call is coming from the Veda that, O you sons of nectar, attempt to listen to my words. You are really sons of the nectar lake. Why should you be like poison? Are you a poisonous unit? Are you now downtrodden to become units of poison? But your real innate self, you are a drop of the nectar ocean. Shrinvantu Vishve Amritasya Putra. Awake, arise, arise to your self-consciousness that you are a drop of the nectar ocean. Try to realize it. This is all Srila Guru Maharaj expanding on these words and on this conception. And what is the conception? Try to recognize that your situation is full of honey. And still, Guru Maharaj expanding that verse in that expression of the verse. Your attachment to the outer cover, not only the covers outside, but of yourself also, all are covers in reality, covering. Don't be a cover calculator. Don't be a cover calculator, calculating about the cover. Instead, we can put in brackets, dive deep into your own self, in the existence of your environment. Dive deep and you will find all nectar, no poison. Poison is a thing superficial to your real conception. So this was all like within quotes, Srila Guru Maharaj taking the mood of that expression coming from the Veda. Then Srila Guru Maharaj in his own voice saying, to make much of the cover of things, ignoring the substance within, is nothing but cover transaction. In a little Sanskrit, Nate vidu svata gating hi vishnung, durashaya ye bahi atamaninaha. So that cover transaction, it is poisonous. 3 words. So I can read a little more. In this world, we may think that we find something to be beautiful, but beauty in local interest is not real beauty. We have to be able to distinguish between the central interest and the local interest. Beauty for individual possession is poison. Beauty for individual possession is poison. We are desirous of independence to enjoy that local beauty. This is the trap. But beauty is meant for the service of Krishna. Everything is meant for him. There we will find real beauty. The real nature of beauty is present in that which is attractive to Krishna. Beauty should be measured from the central consideration. The danger lies in consideration of beauty from the separate interest viewpoint. The danger lies in consideration of beauty from the separate interest viewpoint. It's all on the subject of beauty. I mean, I like to normally read short excerpts, but we may have to finish the whole book here. No, we won't read the whole book, but here is some, really such positive impression for our consciousness, our thinking nature, because now Guru Maharaj asks us basically, he's saying, what is beauty? What is beauty? And then Guru Maharaj saying, an object to be enjoyed. But to be enjoyed by whom? If by me, then I am lost. Everything is meant for him with a capital H. And we all know he is called. Any guesses? Krishna. Okay, I saw one or two mouths move and I heard in the room, Krishna. Okay. So everything is meant for him, Krishna. And we have to enjoy beauty like that. If that is possible, we are all right. Whenever we see anything beautiful, it must come to our minds, oh, Krishna will be able to enjoy this very much. Our mentality should be like this. Our mentality should be center-centered. That and feeling, in quotes like Guru Maharaj is expressing, our mentality should be, whatever good I see will immediately remind me that Krishna will enjoy it very much. So the tasteful, Krishna has enjoyed this curry, I shall enjoy it subsidiarily. My position is dependent upon how Krishna has enjoyed. So the tasteful things, what we will take as tasteful will be the prasadam, the remnants of the Lord. So our mentality should be center-centered. Okay, a little bit more. Everything should be seen through him, through Krishna. And only after that we can consider mine. That's also in a single quotes here, to consider mine. We are receiving, we are getting something as mine, which are the remnants of the Lord. Oh, Guru Maharaj explaining. Sarvabhuteshu ja pashyet bhagavat bhavam atmanaha. Well, that's Krishna explaining. But Guru Maharaj explaining, mine should mean how Krishna has enjoyed. Everything may be fittingly enjoyed by him. I must be Krishna-centered. Then other centers, such as beauty to be enjoyed by any other person, not to speak of oneself, will be recognized as risky and poisonous. Beauty, everything, is to be enjoyed by him, Krishna. It is meant, it is created, it is sustained for him. We must reach this understanding, for this is to be situated in the deepest plane. This is nirguna, transcendental. Otherwise, all is saguna, superficial. Get out of the saguna, the waves of local interest. That may be centered in a family, a village, a country, a species, or human society, to the exception of birds, beasts, and insects. The circle may increase, but it is still limited. But properly adjusted, we want nothing less than Krishna. So everything must be connected with him and seen through his interest. Just 4 lines more. I know it's a bit of a long reading, but it's very important for us all. So my interest should not entertain any independent friendship with anyone. How about that? My interest should not entertain any independent friendship with anyone. Everything should be done on Krishna's account. Negotiation, transaction, and future prospect. Everything is for the center, for Krishna. In this way, everything will come to me through the absolute good. Then all the poison will be eliminated, and whatever comes to me will be mixed with nectar. Hare Krishna. I've got the hecklers all around me saying, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. I don't know if you can hear them. I mean, how wonderful. This is Krishna consciousness. This is the path we have chosen. And we are so, so fortunate, really. And so we must guard that fortune and hear these topics and ruminate like the cow. The cow eats the grass. If any of you know what a cow is in the modern world, anyway, everything comes from the supermarket, doesn't it? But the cow eats the grass, he lies down, and then he's chewing that grass. Ruminating is the word. And he's going through that grass again and again, taking out the nutrition. And so similarly, we can go through these topics again and again. And these topics, they won't become dry like the grass. It'll become tasteless after some time. It becomes straw. So we don't want to choose straw. We want to choose something which is living and alive. This is what we're getting through our ears. We are hearing about Krishna, and by hearing about Krishna, we are getting some conception of the beauty of the land of Krishna. And as Srila Guru Maharaj is pointing out, we can get something of the conception of the beauty of proper adjustment wherever we are. And we are now in the material world. We know it. We are now here in our various homes, in our various places, ashrams, but we're here in the material world. But we've got now some guidance towards this beauty of the upper world. I don't know if you want me to read any other things, but we have from Srila Gurudev in that wonderful book, Religion of the Heart. Again, more nectar to prove that we are in the plane of beauty and sweetness when we can have proper adjustment. And in this world, so many psychologists, so many analyzing, trying to find out that, if we change the balance of some chemicals within the brain or the body, then we will be properly adjusted. But proper adjustment comes from the subtle to the gross. It comes from inside to outside. And what is missing in the direction of our life is the guidance to come to our family home, our real family, where we will be surrounded by affection and good guidance. So we just heard from Srila Guru Maharaj, and almost every sentence, at least every section of sentences in that reading, little medium length reading, then every section is kind of relishable and thinkable. And really, Srila Guru Maharaj is like dropping a revolutionary bombshell. Sometimes the devotees like this word revolutionary, something left over from, I don't know what, a previous life maybe. But the revolution is to take place inside ourselves and not the revolution of whatever revolutionists may have been in the world. So I'm just going to pick a couple of sentences from this expression, and then we'll come to hear a little bit from Srila Gurudev. And we do have Keshwananku and lots of good souls here. I'm now surrounded by many devotees who have come from nearby. As I say, we've also been having not only, I think, 3-day festival, but we've got lots of devotees who've been helping in the kitchen and doing many things. And in Vila Govinda, they've been having a 3-day festival, but they're also their crew, their staff, if you like, are quite short. We'll have to see what Saraswati can do, our manager here, what she can do to help them out during the festivals. Here we are, devotees. And devotees taking notes, look, in Portuguese. Ah, yes. So Chaitanya Moide Virasi. Even Portuguese is being heard here in the London. Navakishori here. She's in the program, but hearing the Portuguese so that she catches it properly. And in Brazil, look, you are represented, all you Brazilians, right here. And you Latvians represented here too, with our host down here, Lavanya Moy, and our translator, Hari Gopal Prabhu. And Udaran Prabhu will be on the airplane now, or I'm not sure, but he'll be on the way back right now to Latvia. And Udaran is going back. And Suresh Krishna Prabhu, yes. And Nalina and Jonathan, with Jonathan from Portugal, from Brazil. We had Jonathan here from Ireland. So that was very wonderful. Here's
Ireland represented.
Ireland is represented. Jonathan just tested. Okay, texted. So Jonathan, Brazil is being represented by Jonathan in Ireland. And he's just been here for the festival. Anyway, wonderful company in person here. And right now, in these recent days, we've had big programs for the morning also, because everyone who comes here, they are here in order to participate in the Mangalati, the programs, evening program. And today, we are surrounded by devotees to be with you all on the Monday Zoom, reaching all corners of the universe. At least we'll settle for the world, at least. But the wonderful things, and when we are reading Chaitanya Charitamrita, we do hear comments and topics about the kirtan of Mahaprabhu reaching to the edge of the universe. And sometimes with our kirtan leaders and mridanga players, then we can think, yes, the transcendental kirtan, that sound vibration going far and wide. All right. Anyway, just gave you a few moments to digest the honey that you've been hearing about. Try to recognize that your situation is full of honey, full of nectar. Don't try to see the outer cover. Many things. Dive deep into your own self, in the existence of your environment. Dive deep and you will find all nectar, no poison. Poison is a thing superficial to your real conception. Hare Krishna. Okay, a few words. So we've got questions coming up here and comments.
If you'd like, Maharaj.
No, okay, take a question, but you I either have to repeat it or
Yes, I
yeah.
can't
Okay. Yeah.
speak up. It's so beautiful and such a amazingly profound and deep words, especially the Guru Maharaj. And we feel like we want to live like this. We believe it. We want to sign up for it. Please sign me up for this kind of life. Yet it seems also very difficult to come to this pure consciousness where really everything we're completely we have gotten rid of our all anything selfish, and selflessness is fully there in service and connection to Gurudev and the Lord. And so it also seems we feel a little desperate to hear it as well. We feel encouraged by this high ideal, but a little desperate at the same time.
With Keshavanandru, please come and join me.
Yes, I just had to go get a sloka.
Oh, I didn't know you've gone out, actually. Okay, Keshavanandru.
But I missed what you were talking.
About how we hear such nectar, but how we want to taste it, and we know it's good. But so, what are the tips to make it practical?
We want to sign up for it. We're hearing it. We say, yes, please, it's so beautiful. Yet we feel so far away from it.
Yes, that's exactly how I was feeling hearing this. This is meant to be inspirational. I'm thinking, I'm sinking lower and lower and lower and thinking, oh, Baba. So, and then I thought of that shloka, param karuniko na bhava para param sochatomo na chama para iti vichinta hari pare majare yaduchitam yaduna tadochara. Srila Gurudev talks so nicely about that param you are the most merciful and wondrous and beautiful. I had my beautiful stuff set aside, but that's sort of dissolved a bit with this more practical. You are all those things, but param sochatomo, I am the most wretched and most disgusting and most, all those things. When Rupa and Sanatan came before Mahaprabhu in their humility, they're praying Matulyo Nashti Papatma Naparadi Chakasyana Parihare Pilajame Kimbruhe Purushottama. That you are, everything that is sinful is found in me. And we're supposed to offer you pure things like flowers and incense. But I haven't got anything to offer you, and I'm so dirty that I'm even ashamed to come in front of you, what to speak of anything else. No, they're the words of Rupert. That was their honest feeling. Of course, they're the eternal associates of the Lord, but they're showing showing that humility. So, and we've been given our prescription, and we're trying to follow that. We want to follow it better. We want to follow it more closely. But we are trying. We're associating with the devotees. We're taking prasad, and we're doing the external things. We're chanting our prescribed rounds. We're attempting to chant, but we're making some sounds on the beads. And we're doing what Gurudev asked us, practice. We're trying to practice. We're trying to practice these things. And internally, too, we're trying to examine ourselves, and we hold on to the thought that the lack of Krishna consciousness is also has some position. That's also has some substance to it, that at least we feel in that lack. That's a blessing from above as well. And no doubt a safer place than thinking, yeah, I'm on my way. You know, I've got something like that. Anyway, that shloka was, you are the most merciful. Gurudev always saying we're always caught in that way. We're always caught between hopefulness and hopelessness. We're always somewhere on that spectrum. We're all on the spectrum somewhere. From, you know, when we know that Lord, when we hear that uh, the Lord is, you know, Dina is Patita Pavan, the friend, the savior of the fallen. We get some hope, and then he's the friend of the devotees, and we think, well, that's not me. No. So, Guru Maharaj, Gurudev gave all encouragement with this shlok, and it's very funny how he related this shloka. Lord, you are the most high, and I'm the most fallen. And what can I do? And I don't have my notebook, but when in Gurudev's own words, when he's like having a conversation with Krishna, is what he's doing. He's paraphrasing this shloka, and he's kind of like leaning into Krishna and say, listen, you are this, and I am down here, and you know, what can I do? I am fallen and misbehaved, and this, that, and the other, and I can, and I will, and he says, and I will never worship your lotus feet. Gurudev says that as this very powerful and beautiful, and he's calling to the Lord and saying, you know, by being the most fallen, you know, I've done my bit. I've done my part. Now you please do the needful. So this cry, like the baby for its mother, is being kind of evoked. This feeling of bereftness. Guru Maharaj uses the word, Gurudev uses the word bereft as an actual feeling and understanding, and then we're promised by Srila Guru, by Krishna himself and our beautiful masters, that if we just will make that attempt sincerely, praying for sincerity, if we can make that attempt sincerely, then Krishna will preserve whatever little we have and carry what we lack. And by all those, we can say simple things, by serving the devotees and staying in the association of devotees, by honoring prasadam, by singing the beautiful songs of our acharyas that express all these sentiments, divine sentiments in their case, that so beautifully, then it will come to you, even though it seems so inconceivably far away and out of reach. They are the gatekeepers. They are the storehouse of that beauty and love, and they are so affectionate to us, full of affection, full of beauty, divine beauty. So we're taking our solace there. That and Gurudev in another talk that we often quote because it's so astounding, and when he says, you do not know, but I know. You can't conceive, but I can. How do I know? Because my Guru Maharaj is standing behind you. So these are not small things. They're not small things. And they know, and Gurudev in that speech says, and I see you all, and I see you like you are like little children doing some nonsense, he says. And that is nothing for my Guru Maharaj. That will go out. that kind of affection and uh, care that we don't want to be doing nonsense. We want to please our masters, but they are perfectly aware of the hearts and condition of the fallen souls in the age of Kali, with no qualification, no past history. But somehow we had something, this divine Sukriti, something came from somewhere that brought us here, and we were allowed to hear something that ignited some flame in our hearts, something that brings us here again and again. And so this is our fortune, and it's true that what Guru Maharaj is describing is Vrindavan. It's the highest plane of love and beauty and sweetness and surrender and pureness, cleanness, sweetness. So we understand it is a very, very high ideal. It's the highest that can be conceived, not a small thing. So, and we are bowing our heads to that, saying, yes, maybe, whatever that may be, let me keep that ideal. And in whatever way I can, let me keep trying to please the residents of that domain. It means, Sri Guru, Vaishnava, the sadhus, those who are extending it to us. And through that, and their merciful glance with their, like there's sometimes the examples given of the mother with the baby in the lap and the baby's passing stool and all the rest of it. But the mother's cleaning that up and she loves the baby. She understands it's just nature. So something like that, our Gurudev is tolerating so much, but we don't want to be in that position. We want to progress and not be a source of frustration for them, or we want to please them. But if we can try to be sincere and to continue, then they've given us assurance, and we have to hang on to that. We can do what we can do, and the Lord can do anything. He can do anything. The Vaishnava can do anything. Gurudev, reality moves to the will of the Vaishnava, actually. That's where it's living. Reality itself is living in the heart of the Vaishnava. So the Vaishnava is everything. So it's very immediate for us then, and we can it's more concrete thing, really. We can understand that, yes. Gurudev, what do you want me to do? And how shall I do it? And then we'll prayerfully go on. And this unparalleled beauty of that land of love, we can worship and we can try and believe, however hard it is, that our Gurudevs are saying, you can come there. We will take you there. And then we're feeling, then I can carry on. And wherever we are on the journey, if we're in the association of the devotees, and we're attempting to have some sincerity, then Guru Maharaj said, then that is invincible, and your journey will be glorious and will go on. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare.
So there's hope.
There's definitely hope.
Okay. There's hope. There's hope.
From Brazil, in Portuguese.
We hear there's a question, but I can't actually see it unless you make the screen big.
Oh, there's a nice quote. Seva Rupa Devi. But then the question from Nazar is Dandavat.
Oh.
What is proper understanding for separate interest?
Well, from the gross to the subtle, as with everything, there is layers of understanding of separate interest. And if we can just wholesale understand everything belongs to Krishna, then we can consider that our own separate interest, it is being washed away, at least. It may be, of course, in the background. But we have to train ourselves, just as we were trained when we were children in many ways, of how to behave, how to be a good child towards the other children, etc. But we have to be a good child towards Krishna and his creation. And so really our separate interest, if we can come to utilize our energy under the guidance of the masters, of which we have super guidance from Gurudev, Guru Maharaj and Srila Prabhupada, how to use our life for Krishna's satisfaction through the holy name, through seva, through utilizing our energy in being absorbed in something responsible for the Lord's service. And then we're engaging our willing, our feeling, our thinking for the Lord's service. But it is a gradual process to wake up our proper selfless nature rather than like an immediate idea, okay, I just do everything for somebody else, but still we haven't really got ourselves a good foundation of what is a devotional life. So with our eyes open, we come forward with the guidance from above, and that guidance will say, do everything for Krishna, not for yourself. What you accept for yourself, what is needed, but everything you give to the Lord, which is over and above that, because it is His. So separate interest, we get different examples. Guru Maharaj gave some example. It can be our family interest, our village interest, our region interest, our country interest, our continent interest, and elsewhere, Srila Guru Maharaj also says, and if we were to be invaded from another planet, we will have our planet interest. So this way, getting bigger and bigger, it is expanding. So actually here, Srila Guru Maharaj has pretty much given us some idea of how we can see selfish interest. So again, the more that we can go over and over the talks, the guidance of Guru Maharaj, Gurudev and Srila Prabhupada, the more we'll be helped to see the beauty of everything for Krishna. And the theme today is beauty. Beauty is to be enjoyed by Krishna, not by us. What is beautiful for us is to give beautiful things to Krishna, to give the things we like to Krishna. And that is coming through the Vaishnavas, coming through the Gurus, and coming through the guidance of Krishna himself in Bhagavad Gita, in many places in Srimad Bhagavatam, quoted in Chaitanya Charitamrita of Krishna, and of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself, where he's showing how to proceed in the path of loving devotion. Joyful journey to our joyful home. I would like to read a little bit more, actually, only because this week we're on the theme, because the title of the theme today given was, who would believe it? How much beauty there is inside. So our first quote was about the beauty inside us. My goodness. Okay. So as we said at the beginning, this is absolutely talking about spiritual matter, not our guts and bones and everything else inside us. But that beauty is the beauty.
Got a lovely spleen.
The beauty of the consciousness and what is within our consciousness, and nothing to do with the body. However, this title can also, we can consider how much beauty is inside Krishna. So I've got a quote here from Srila Gurudev about Krishna. I can't see the quote that that Sevarupa and maybe others put because the screen's too far away. So if it's repetition of your quote, I don't know.
No, it's,
But
it's a piece called "Failure is the Pillar of Success."
oh, failure.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Okay, but we're going to talk about Krishna, and he never fails. Okay, one of his beauties. So this. Oh, I got to line it up. So this. This is Srila Gurudev, and he's speaking in the book we were just touching on before, Religion of the Heart. And this book, really, Gurudev was so pleased and so happy with this. And he made, in the second edition, if you read that, there are various of his own personal adjustments to the book. So it's a very personal book. Gurudev has given this book through Shripad Siddhanti Maharaj, and Gurudev very happy with this. So let me just read. These are Srila Gurudev's words, not so long, but how beautiful about Krishna. You may have heard he is very beautiful. Here is something to help us to understand. So here's Gurudev saying, starting with a question. How much beauty does Krishna have? So we heard from Guru Maharaj that beauty is for Krishna. But how much beauty does Krishna have? Krishna's beauty is beyond compare. Krishna becomes mad when he sees his own beauty. In Krishna's house, there are so many mirrors that sometimes there are so many mirrors that sometimes he is afraid to go inside, because when he sees his own beauty, he forgets himself. And then Gurudev is saying that Srila Guru Maharaj said, Krishna has so much beauty because he is reality. And reality's nature is the supreme personality of Godhead. Reality, the beautiful. And then quoting from Srimad Bhagavatam, I'll save you the verse because I don't want to take too much time, but it begins with Shamang Hiranya Paridhim from Srimad Bhagavatam. And then Srila Gurudev, Srila Govinda Maharaj is expressing. This verse describes the beauty of Krishna. And then in Gurudev's words, he's saying, Krishna always has a crown with peacock feathers and flowers in it. His cloth is golden, and he's always bedecked with flower garlands made from fresh wild flowers. He is always dancing and playing on his flute. And then Gurudev, like in his own words, saying, there are no weapons in Vrindavan. When Krishna killed the various demons, Krishna killing people, but they're demons, it's good, okay? When Krishna killed the various demons, Putana, Vatsasura, Keshi, etc., he did it all by hand. Sometimes he used an arm or leg or any other part of his body, but never any weapon. Interesting.
Yeah.
Anyway, please accept happily. Also, we see in Srimad Bhagavatam, this another verse beginning with Yasyananam Makara Kundala. So here, Gurudev expressing, it's 4 lines, but Gurudev is giving a few lines of beautiful description. This verse is saying, in Gurudev's words, Krishna's face is so beautiful. It is decorated with ornaments, such as earrings that resemble sharks. His ears are beautiful, his cheeks are brilliant, and his smile is attractive to everyone. Whoever sees Krishna sees a festival. Simply by seeing Krishna, one sees a festival taking place. When the demigods are flying, this is also an interesting point. We are here right beside Heathrow Airport. and we see these giant metal flying fish all the time. But here, Gurudev is describing this verse. When the demigods are flying in their aeroplanes with their wives, and they see Krishna walking through the forest of Vrindavan, herding his cows and playing his flute, they are having a festival in their aeroplanes. Krishna's beauty is so overwhelming for everyone that the gopis are angry at the creator of the universe, Lord Brahma, of the content of the universe, Lord Brahma. They're angry at Lord Brahma for making eyes that blink, because in that split second they cannot see Krishna. Hare Krishna. More beauty? Enough beauty? More beauty, okay. When the gopis see Krishna and Balaram roaming in the Vrindavan forest, they say, and they speak in their language, Malanuprikrita Paridhana, etc. I mean, I'll save you from my pronunciation, and we'll come straight to the translation that Gurudev again is explaining this Sanskrit verse from Srimad Bhagavatam 10th canto. Dressed in a charming variety of garments, decorated with garlands, peacock feathers, lotuses, lilies, newly grown mango sprouts, and clusters of flower buds, Krishna and Balaram shine forth magnificently among the assembly of cowherd boys. They look just like the best of dancers appearing on a dramatic stage, and sometimes they even sing. That may be actually a translation rather than Gurudev's own kind of words of the translation. The previous one was certainly Srila Gurudev giving an ornamented translation. And then Gurudev quotes a verse which many of you know, some of you know, from reciting the Brahma Samhita. It's the verse, Alola Chandra Kala Sadvanamalya Vangsi Ratnangadang Pranaya Kelli Kala Vilasam Shyamang Tribhanga Lalitang Niyata Prakasham Govindam Adi Purusham Tammaham Bhajami. It's a verse about beauty. Do you want to hear the translation?
Yes.
Please.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So we're close to the end of our readings, but here we are. So Srila Gurudev is explaining. Alola Chandra Kala Sadvanamalya Vangsi. Krishna's dearest lover has made a Vanamalya, a forest garland, with peacock feathers and forest flowers, and given it to him. There is nothing else on that garland except forest flowers and peacock feathers gathered from the forest. There are no jewels, diamonds, or anything else. Only forest flowers and peacock feathers. Ratnangadang pranaya kelli kala vilasam. Since Krishna is playing with the gopis, it is necessary to dress like them. Mother Yashoda has given Krishna some nice dress, golden ornaments, bracelets, ankle bracelets, etc. And he's wearing them and playing with the gopis. Shyamang tribanga lalitang niyata prakasham. Krishna's color is so beautiful that it gives peace to the eyes. It isn't effulgent like Narayan's. It is soothing the eyes and attracting them like a magnet. Venum kvanantamaravinda dalayataksham barhavatangsham buddha sundarangam kandarpa koti kamaniya vishesha shobham govindamadi purusham tammahang bhajami. Krishna's eyes are like blooming lotus petals. Okay, and he always has a peacock feather in his hair. His beauty is like the form and color of a blue rain cloud, and he charms millions and millions of cupids. Koti kamaniya vishesha shobham. When millions of cupids see Krishna, they faint. His divine form is that beautiful. And this is Lord Brahma's description. So we must believe it. Hare Krishna. All right. Hare Krishna. My goodness. We have other quotations, but we can't read everything. But to talk about Krishna's beauty and to talk about the beauty of the devotee's heart serving Krishna, really, when we can hear that from those devotees as revealed truth, then we have some hope to get some clean conception in our minds and not mix that with the beauty of this material world. But still, in that first section that we read earlier at the beginning of this evening, Srila Guru Maharaj is saying, if we adjust properly with our present environment, we will see nectar everywhere, and we will see that we are in the midst of that nectar, that we are not units of poison. We should not be units of poison. We should be in our proper position as units of nectar. So anyway, beautiful things, but it all comes to the participation and not just looking as a audience sport, if you like, but participation in the practices of devotional service. 9 processes of devotional service, but there are many, but there are 9 principal forms which have been given to us. And we'll try as we can, under the guidance of Guru Maharaj and Gurudev, to follow what they've given us, the balanced diet for our spiritual life. And this journey is taking us home. So beautiful things are there. The positive will clear away the negative. This is promised to us always. And it's the very way to control the negative is by the connection with Krishna. And during the Upadeshamritam discussions that we had during the last couple of weeks, so many beautiful, encouraging things about really it's the positive world, the positive engagement, which is all in all. And the negative things, they will slip away, but we must be sincere to make our connection, to declare to Krishna that we are his. And then nobody will dare to venture to encroach on Krishna's property, as Guru Maharaj said. I mean, it's all very encouraging things for us. So, as Rasamoi Pandita asked, we hear these things. We hear how wonderful, how beautiful everything is in Krishna, but in Krishna's world means in the devotional world. And we do want to join Krishna consciousness. We feel we want to be devotees when we hear these things. And we have hope when we are with other devotees who are with a similar aspiration and taking those steps as participants, participating together in some daily program, daily nourishment. And let us all quickly, by the grace of Gurudev and Guru Maharaj, who are seeing each of you, your sincerity of service, all the good things, they don't really see the bad things. Don't worry, as Keshwanand Prabhu was saying. They see us all. We are children. Children may be a bit naughty sometimes. But really, they see the devotional side of us. And it is that we are coming with devotion to come to their feet. And we're not perfect. If we put up our hands and say we are perfect, well, that's a bit of a difficult one, because it's an invitation to Maya to come and prove how imperfect we all are. So we are on a journey upwards by the grace of the strength and mercy of our divine masters, and headed by Sri Krishna. Sri Krishna as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sri Krishna expanding to Balaram, and Balaram's equivalent, Nityananda Prabhu. By their grace, we have hope, especially now in this world. Hare Krishna. And please, Rasmoy Pandita, can you save, because she's got her finger on the control of the computer here. Please save for us for later. We'll have our later reading. We'll read, because I see it's quite a long quote you've got here. So, dear devotees, please do save the quote and relish it later. And these quotes we've read from today are from Sermons of the Guardian of Devotion, Volume 1, from Guru Maharaj, and from Religion of the Heart, a small book, but big, with a big message from Srila Gurudev. So maybe a little more reading than usual this week, but it was a bit unstoppable by the very nature of its reading. So we're very happy to have Keshavanand Prabhu here, who is now, by the way, reading Search for Sri Krishna every Sunday at
9 o'clock
London
British summertime.
9 o'clock British summertime, whatever time it is in London now. And he's giving, as always, beautiful, lively, affectionate, living reading of Srila Guru Maharaj's Search for Sri Krishna, most valuable. And as I say, here we are surrounded by so many good souls, joining you, so many good souls there, and students at the table and desk.
From Africa, India,
Ireland, Brazil, America, all continents. Antarctica?
I was thinking.
Yeah.
What are you telling me with Antarctica?
sorry, Brian.
And we have also new devotees who've discovered us by accident or not, I do not know, but also coming. Very happy, very lively soul. And he came to our last 2 public programs and very much relieved. He said, I don't know how I've got the good fortune to be with these good people. So I also wonder how we get this good fortune to be with such good people. All right, so good people, we are fortunate in your association, appreciate very much. And I kind of talked a bit too much between us. We didn't really take questions or discussion, but my goodness, what a subject matter. Krishna consciousness is reality, the beautiful. Krishna is reality, the beautiful. Krishna consciousness is our reality, to be conscious of Krishna. And it is very beautiful. This is the gift of our wonderful masters. Jai Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj ki Jai, and Jai wonderful Srila Guru Maharaj Srila Bhakti Rock Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. Bhagavan Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur ki Jai. Our Sri Rupa Nuga Guru Vaga ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnavrinda ki Jai. All the assembled devotees ki Jai. And our Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Acharya Brinda ki Jai. Nitai Gaura Premanandi. Hari Hari Bol. Hare Krishna. Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Eva Cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. And this week in London, we have been holding the Monday Zoom in the Prashadam Hall or the student lecture hall.
Yes,
I don't know
classroom.
what you call it.
Yeah.
We would have held it in the temple room, but everyone was chanting and dancing so loudly for the arati that we couldn't get in through the door to set things up. So I think we won't be ending just now here with Hari Harai Nama Krishna, but we'll bow out and let you all chant Hari Harai Nama Krishna at home. Happen. Jai Srila Gurudev. Jai to you all. There are more devotees on the screen. This is, yes, look, more and more devotees. We're seeing you on the big screen. And wonderful to see all of you, by the way.
Yeah.
seeing your thumbnails, your names, and for those who are
Flying
brave,
colors,
who have
yeah.
turned on your video also. Wonderful to see you. Appreciation to the translators always, and appreciation to everyone who's always continuing steadily in devotional life. Guru Maharaj gave much credit for that. He said that is not a small thing to keep on going. So well done to you all, and welcome home, those who arrived home safely after being here in the impromptu festival of the last few days. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Amura
Hare Krishna.
Ashti. Govinda Govinda. Hare Krishna.